EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. From NRG Stadium in Houston. Here's Steven Sims on the return from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down. Watson to give. This is Johnson. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, here's Watson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, a run for Johnson. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
2nd and 9. To throw is Watson. Short little throw to Ebron. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
The coverage unit out there thinking pass on 3rd and 3. Now Watson. And he'll find Hall. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee. And that means 4th down. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And it'll be Titan football. some room to maneuver. The 40. The 20. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, 70 yards. And the Titans are on the board here first in the season opener. A try here for the extra point. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And Sims says, let's bring it out to the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week one. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate. Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Watson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
I know flashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Back to you. I'm going back to you.
Watson. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Second and 10. Now it's Watson. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Watson now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The drive starts with a completion left side, and he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
A first down carry for Henry. And he's got some space here. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 96 yards for him on the ground in his first quarter. He has been tremendous to start the new year. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 39-yard line. Back to throw here. Going deep here for Stills. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And the Texans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. On second down, it's Johnson. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Watson. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. A first down carry here for Johnson. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage. That's all. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's 2nd and 10. Now a handoff, Johnson. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He finds his man complete. That's Hall. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
Faking the give. Now Watson. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the 50, it's Watson. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. Again, it's Watson. He'll get this one complete to Darden. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's Watson. And that'll be caught by Darden. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. Out to the flat here for Johnson. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. To Johnson again. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Another shot here from the 2 as they come up on 3rd and goal. To the right side to Eric Ebron. Touchdown, Texans. Eric Ebron. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans have taken the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Touchdown. Here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On 1st down, Henry. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 108 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Airing this one out for Evans. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Mike Evans. 42 yards. And the Titans are going to retake the lead. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Here's Sims now from his end zone. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And within trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. And he finds a man on a crossing route. From the 35 on 2nd down, Watson, he'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he returns this to the 22. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll set up to throw. He's going to float this over the middle deep. He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. 74 yards. And the Titans come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Out of the gun, Watson. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point safely through, and the lead is up to 18 now. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's Sims now from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
On 1st and 10, Watson. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Watson. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Now a 1st down throw, Watson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. James Washington there to make the grab. And the Texans get a bit closer. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
A very costly holding penalty. It backs him up all the way inside their 10 to start this drive. Flushed out right. Airing this one out for Evans. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get high.
Stays on his feet. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 130 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. He'll drop to throw. Going deep here for Stills. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. To throw again on second down. Watson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
From the gun on third, Watson. Short little throw to Ebron. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Watson on fourth down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw, eluding the pressure right. There goes a deep ball, end zone. It's complete. Touchdown. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Texans have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. A big spot now for the Texans as they'll try for 2. They'll try and run for him with Johnson. But he will not get in here. He's stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Again, it's Henry. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 151 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. They'll run on first down. It's Henry. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 19 on the last play, 19 more here, and another first down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Titans are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth-quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Matthew Ioannidis. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Flush to his right. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. A shotgun snap for Watson. He finds his man, complete. It's Hall. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
In this situation, the dictation is coming from the defense, right? They're going to tell you, you can have 6, 7 yards, do that all the way downfield. Let's just go ahead and take the time off the clock. I think they've got to start attacking vertically a lot more.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 33. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
To throw, Watson. Into the hands of Darden. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Watson to throw. He's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Watson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Now Watson. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
Here's Watson. Being chased out left. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. From the gun, Watson. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Operating from the gun, Watson. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be, and now it's 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Titans force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards.